This is not the first time Nigerian workers will be seeking for general upward review of wages and an increment in the national minimum wage. In 1945, workers demanded for an increase in wages. Within that same year, they staged the famous 45-day general strike for cost of living allowance. In 1993, during the Ernest Shonekan administration as the head of the interim national government, the Labour won a 25% general wage increase through the Wage Consolidation Committee, but was later reduced to 15% by the President Olusegun Obasanjo's administration. But the Labour Union had to force the federal government through protest before an agreement for collective bargaining, even when the procedure was agreed on in the previous negotiations. These days, organized labor unions believe they have to protest, yet again, to bring government to agree on national new minimum wage and a general upward review of wages. The leadership of the NLC argues that there are many reasons why there is need for an upward review of workers' wages.
Our proposal of 56,000 Labour is very modest in its demand, looking at the economic challenges and the fact that our currency has been devaluated several times.
The National Minimum Wage Act of 2011 set the minimum wage to 18,000 Naira per month and was signed into law by former President Goodluck Jonathan in 2011. President Muhammadu Buhari, on the 27th of November 2017, inaugurated the Tripartite Minimum Wage Committee to renegotiate wages for Nigerian workers. Some days ago, the labor unions issued a 14-day ultimatum to the federal government to speed up the implementation of a new minimum wage of 56,000 Naira, or it will be forced to call out workers for protests.
But as we talk today, government has not made any offer, so to enable us to harmonize it. And bear in mind that this is 2016. So there's no effort to brand us as impatient people that will work.
But in a swift reaction, the federal government, through the Minister of Labour and Employment, Senator Chris Ngige, insisted that the new minimum wage will be approved before 2019.
For anybody now to say that the government is stalling or playing games, that would be uncharitable, because we are doing what we're supposed to do. We have interests of workers at heart. We have not retrenched anybody. There is no embargo on employment. There are no embargo on promotions. We are paying backlog of promotion areas. We are paying backlog of transfers and repatriation and the rest of them all. This committee, as a panel, is very exhaustive, and will do the work in consonance with the ILO provision of social dialogue and collective bargaining.
10 months after the Tripartite Committee was formed by the federal government, nothing concrete has been agreed upon by the labor union representatives and other members of the committee on the new minimum wage for the country.